We'll try to hop in with Josh for a little bit. We got his, well, that's Connor Pratt. He's running the hose humper today for him. So he's got a hell of a unit here. So we're in the dragline right here with Josh, and I think I was saying earlier, I guess I don't know if it'll be part of this video or not. I'm recording 2 videos at the same time. But Josh started at 6 o'clock yesterday afternoon actually pumping. Is that right?
Yep.
And
we did about 500,000.
So he did 500,000. I don't know how far across this field you actually went. It's 100 acres or a little bit more. I don't know how far on this screen that you can say that you went. About half of the field yesterday night?
Yeah, we did probably about half of it.
So he's kind of doing a diagonal. And after this, he is gonna go, well, you can see his hose right there going across our grass field. He's gonna do the cornfield right behind it. That's another 40 acres over there he's gonna do. And this is the first time we've had him dragline corn. How many years have you been asking to do this field?
At least 4.
So, with how wet it is this year, it's just been a struggle to get any manure done. And now that it's somewhat dry, kind of got to do it all at the same time. So Josh has an amazing GPS system. I just say that because the camera picks it up. He's got a left hand and a tree. It's the old school. That's how we spread everything too, so.
We just missed a spot back there.
That don't matter.
Trying to get the pump tuned in.
So he just fired back up. How much hose did you just have to move around?
We broke off 3 sections of main line. Get this last little corner.
Okay.
This field actually laid out really good. We're gonna got it all in 2 sets.
How much pipe did you need to start yesterday?
We got just over 2 miles.
And it's a mile from the farm on the road, but by the time you start looping around, going through all the culverts, going around the road, it takes a long time.
But I heard your best day on this field was 500,000, and I did that in 4 hours. So.
That's true. We a couple years ago we had 8 machines rolling. It was a dry year, no nursing, so it was just straight truck and tractor hauling from the pit here. And Josh just made our record look like a joke. And we worked pretty hard that day.
Yeah, we started setting up about 2 o'clock. We were pumping at 6 o'clock and done at 10 o'clock.
So right now he's straightening up his line, so that's why he's crossed over himself a little bit. He's injecting, what, about 8 inches, you think?
I would say.
But with this, we don't have to run any disc behind it. So none of our tillage equipment have to come in here for the manure handling like we do in all our other fields where we top spread. So that'll be nice. Because the harrows love to break. They love to break. And you can see he's spread all the way to my right on the camera. So he kind of got loops here. I'm guessing that's because you're running a hose drag, so you had to turn. he can only kind of go as far as his hose went. So that's why he had to reset up. Josh was telling me earlier that the bigger fields suck sometimes, just for pipe.
Yeah, the small fields, usually there's only one way you can do it. The big fields, you can get greedy and try to get it all without resetting sometimes. Because of those culverts.
Yeah.
So I've only got 60 pounds crossing those culverts.
Yeah. Just to keep the pressure down.
Right.
So
we're kind of maxed out on this end, but
you're feeding the pump slower.
If anything was to ever happen, it's going to be where those culverts are.
Yeah. You don't want that.
Nope.
So he's taking precaution. But I'm just going to follow kind of how you ran the pipe, because I haven't actually checked it once. I wasn't here when Christoph was here helping you kind of navigate where it would go the easiest. So we got a couple little paths here through our yard over here, little grass. Oh, I thought you went more through the cornfield, but you went through right here. And Marcus spread the solid manure that was over here. That's why you see it pretty dark on this one side. And then going all the way, followed along the cornfield. And as soon as you start looping like that, it starts eating a lot of distance on your pipe. So this cornfield that I just went over, I'll be about 40 acres after. How long do you think that'll take?
We're putting 8,000 to the acre. Well, probably 2 hours.
Okay. That's it takes us a minimum of a whole day with a whole crew. So he's got his, this is your big booster, right?
Yep.
He's got this set up after all the culverts. That way the pressure coming to it is feeding the booster is low, at least lower. So that way there's a very low chance of a blowout if anything would happen.
The hose is rated for 250 pounds and we're only running about 60 pounds.
So there's a lot of room for extra pressure, so there shouldn't be any issues. But they had to go underneath all the culverts. They could have went over this road because it's not a busy road and it's basically only us and some neighbors that are on it. They could go off the road on the other side. They gotta leave, which they normally do, but Christoph, he was already in the water swimming because he had to go underneath 105 right here because the only way over was through the culvert.
With his pants and cell phone.
Yeah, for some reason he had his cell phone with him. So he was in, I don't know, how deep was the water?
Well, when he fell down, it was all the way up.
So Josh sent me a picture. It was pretty damn funny. Christoph's soaked. So we just went over the 105, and then the pipe went here. Right now I'm 3,700 feet away from takeoff, and then right over here you can see they got a what would you call that? Your little road bridge.
Yeah, road crossing.
A road crossing. So Josh custom home built that. How many years ago?
I think 3.
3 years ago. It goes, what, about 14, 16 feet high?
Yeah, probably 16.
And that way the road stays open right there. He's got at least one for that, because that's not a very wide road, so it works perfect. We went through the shop yard, and then you can see right over here, we're back to the home farm pit. And then he's got his truck booster, the Kenworth, right over here. And that's the first booster feeding the other one. And then he's got his Noon 12-inch pump sucking from the pit. It's about 2.5 feet down from yesterday to start. And Marcus right there, he's hammering the agitating before all the rest of the spreading crew comes in, keeping the manure nice and thick. I got about 20 seconds more recording, but that right there is us being a mile away from the farm. Well, we're just getting a sky picture from the farm, and that big blob in the back is the big cornfield. I just got done with the drone. Maybe we'll get a little bit of Josh action here. Anything to say? No? No. See, I put him in the spotlight, now he's confused. It's a different tractor than last year's recording. It's a 9510. I guess his iPad runs both, just the main booster, right?
No, got it on both of them.
So that shows the Kenworth?
Yep.
Okay, but you can't control that Kenworth.
Yep, I can control the Kenworth too.
How's that work then from the Kenworth?
The same as the other one. It's got all the pressures, and the only thing we don't have on the Kenworth that we do on the main is a flow meter. And but we got Starlink on both of them, so we got service on both of them. And it absolutely sucks if you don't get control of it.
Yeah, if you're having an emergency, like something breaks on his toolbar.
Shut them both down, start them up.
Yeah. If he has a hose blow and it's shooting 2-inch of pipe shit on the tractor cab, you kind of want to shut it off.
The only thing we can't control yet that I want to work on is the Noon pump that's force feeding. We have to send a guy there, but that's just low pressure, so we can shut the valve and just let it sit there and idle if we have to.
So that has a knife valve and everything.
Yep.
So he's done this side of the pipe, and now he's going to switch over to the other. And he had to finish that side up earlier just because of the way this pipe was laid out. It was just easier to finish that, and then he removed a couple sections. I don't think you got it on camera how much volume you gained from removing pipe.
When we took those 2 sections off, we were able to get extra 200 gallons a minute.
And a section's how many?
660 feet.
So not having to go to that back corner, he lose 600 feet. So.
Oh, we lost 2 sections.
Oh, so 100, 1,300.
Yeah.
And it's not a rocky field. There's some stones here and there that were more than likely added to the field because of material hauled in to fill in low spots. It wasn't always the best topsoil, but it's what you got. So that's why there's some stones here and there, but you pick them and they don't come back. That's the nice thing with river bottom fields.
Oh, very nice field.
With no obstructions.
You don't get many of those in Vermont.
No. There's a few 100-acre fields here and there, but there's normally a rock pile or
islands. A lot of fields around here got islands with stuff.
Telephone poles.
Telephone poles, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a little thing here and there. And he's land leveling for us with the hose.
Makes a nice level area.
So we won't be chisel plowing this field. We're gonna chisel plow the perimeter because of the high traffic when you're chopping corn, and when he's turning around, he doesn't have the ripper in the ground. You can see he has the wing up just to reach over his pipe there. His hose humper guy is re-rolling some pipe to put on the wagon. because it's easier to pick up with the hose humping tractor, get it out of here, and then re-roll it onto the cart. Then it is probably to come in the soggy cornfield with a hose cart.
You want after we spread, you want as little traffic as possible to keep a nice level field.
Because he is ripping up a lot of compaction with the injecting bar too. How wide is this one?
30 feet. Would really like to get a 35.
So I say no obstructions, but we had to add one, I guess. We forgot about a sand pile. Our father, he's hauling in sand and other topsoils to fill in this gully, because it's not a groundwater problem, it's just surface water problem because it's a little dip. So as soon as you fill them in, like you see right here, the water's gone. So that's what he was taking care of right there. But we missed one, or he added that after we came in leveled. So I don't know, we'll get it leveled before chopping or before planting. And you can see our winter wheat is getting exterminated right now.
I don't think it'll kill it though. It should keep growing.
Yeah, I like harrowing it though because it does kill it.
Yeah.
Because then we don't got to deal with tall grass during planting. So this is the thing with the articulators that's nice, just to spin it around and hammer it out. For the straight job, you kind of got to do either a really big loop or you got to back up. But I mean, if you don't have an articulator.
Well, the other really nice thing with an articulate too is the pipe is mounted on the tractor, so you can switch toolbars. You don't have to have a swing pipe on every toolbar. Well, the toolbars are a lot quicker to change.
Yeah. I know we talk about doing it ourselves someday, but it is an expensive way to move shit to get into, but it is the most efficient. So
I kind of hope you don't.
It ain't any day soon. I think that's Pierre. Maybe it's not. That's Hercheby's going by. I did some recording. Actually, today's video that's going up with the drone will be where we were on Mineral Brook Road. I went over and recorded them a little bit. They were doing some injecting. All right, so I'll end this video. Thanks for watching. Till the next one. We got Connor here in the old hose humper.